Hi guys. Hello. I'm gonna wait just a minute and see if anybody pops on live. Somebody to talk to this morning. Well, it's morning here. I know it's afternoon there. I hope y'all had a good day. We're just getting started over here for the day. Hello guys. Hello. So, my name is Whitney Hebel. I am the SSD for Simply Grace and Grit. Hey Allie. Hello. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm coming on here today to talk to y'all about partying. Gosh, y'all, there's a lot to talk about with parties. So first I want y'all to put in the comments who actively parties right now. So who is partying consistently every month? And if you're not, put that in the comments. That's totally okay. That's totally fine. We have to be real with ourselves to make a change. That's for sure. But just put in the comments if you're actively partying, if it's something that you do consistently in your business. If not, like I said, that's totally fine. But we're going to talk about all the party things with Scentsy. So, first things first, why we party. Why do we party? What is the reason why we want to do this? Why do we want to party? Why, some people, they'll say, I don't like to party. Partying's not my thing, okay? But Scentsy is a party plan company, first of all. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But the reason that we party is a growing customer base, okay? Yep, so every party that you have or that you attend or that you run, that's going to be an opportunity to open your business up into a whole new category of people that you would never know. It's an opportunity for you to build relationships with these people, and that consistent partying is going to lead to consistent high PRV. Okay, and that consistent high PRV is then going to lead to consistent join conversations, right? The more customers we have, the more people we can talk to. So the party plan company part of Scentsy, what does that mean? That means that we use parties to market and sell our products. Okay, so we have hosts that get rewards for the products that their friends and family purchase. Okay, and then again, that's our opportunity as the consultant to start building relationships with them, start talking to them about the opportunity to join, okay? So that consistent partying is going to be opening those doors for consistent growth in your business. If you're not partying and you're struggling with PRV, that's going to be the answer, is to start partying, okay? There are so many different types of parties, and this is where I feel like a lot of people may get stuck because they think that parties should look a certain way. That's not the case. You have to do what is going to work for you, right? Something that you can replicate every single month, because that's what our business is, okay? So the different types of parties, don't limit it to one type. There's online. You can do a Facebook party. You can do an Instagram party. You can do a Zoom party. You can do a text party. You can do bag, pouch parties, an in-home party. A fundraiser could be considered a party. Events could also be considered a party, and personal shopping link, okay? So all of those examples, and I'm not going to go into depth too much about the different types, because if you search on YouTube, you'll find all different kinds of ways to do it. But the biggest thing with a party is that you have one host that now is introducing you to their family and friends, and it's up to you as the consultant to share our products in a way that is interactive and that is catching their eye. But also it's your chance as a consultant to get to know these people, okay? I was looking through my frontline, and about half of my frontline are from people that I met at a party. I've never met them in real life, but they became a customer of mine at a party. So then I took the initiative to do a few things. When someone orders from a party, I add them on Facebook. Okay, because I want them to know that we don't teach in our team to take the sale and run. We don't do that. We send a personal thank you, right? This is what I do personally. I send a personal thank you message. I want to start building that relationship with you. Thank you so much for your order at Susie Q's party. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. I add them on Facebook, okay? I want them to see that I'm a real person. I have a crazy household of 3 dogs, 2 boys, a husband who's in the military. Like, I want them to know that I'm not just here for the sale, okay? So then I start to get to know them. I provide them with customer service. That comes with follow-up, right? But I get to know them. I interact on their post. The more I interact on their post, the more that I'm going to come up in their news feed. Like I mentioned, I follow up with them. I make sure everything's good with their order. I add them to my customer group, and I continue that one-on-one conversation with them to make sure that we keep that relationship going, okay? So just know that a party doesn't have to be a certain way. They used to all be in-home parties. That's where Scentsy came from. Was you would have to lug all your stuff to the person's house and unload and set everything up. But because of technology and the world that we live in now, we don't have to do that, okay? 99% of my business is online, so we can use the social media platforms in our favor to share our products and to get to know people, okay? So keep that in mind, that even if it's a personal shopping link, which is one of the examples I used, having someone introduce you to their friends is a party. Pretty much, right? So they're going to get rewards for sharing you, and you're going to get rewards from meeting all these potential new customers and maybe potential new teamies in the long run, okay? With parties, one of my rules that I always try and do is I always try and book a party from a party, okay? So what does that mean? That means that if I stop partying, my business is going to slow down. So I always ask the host, who would you recommend would be interested in partying? Okay, I do that one-on-one. There's different ways you can do this. And they always give me a list of 2 to 3 names. Then I message that person, say, hey, Susie Q recommended you to host the next party. I have April 12th and April 14th available. Which one works for you? Okay. That gets a personal connection because their friend recommended them. But I also am just offering dates. I'm not asking if they want to. I'm saying, hey, your friend recommended you to do this. What date works best for you? Okay. And I always try and keep that going, because if I have a dead end at a party and I don't get a party booked from there, that's okay. It's going to happen for sure, because life, right? But I also have the opportunity to build the relationships with the people who are purchasing from that party and maybe doing a party later on down the road, okay? So also, side note, always keep a catch-all party. I don't know if y'all have talked about this before, but we always have a catch-all party open on our website, and that's for people who aren't necessarily attending a party. They're your customer and they want to order. They can go to your website. Always have a catch-all party open. So one perk of a consultant is double dipping as getting those host rewards and getting your commission, right? So that's a way to always, this is a side note, to always have a host exclusive kit to offer, right? Because if you have a catch-all party and people who aren't attending a party, they're just a customer, are ordering, those rewards are going to rack up. And how much free Scentsy do we really need? Me personally, I don't need any more Scentsy. I can then offer that host exclusive kit, okay? So always keep a catch-all party open on your website. I try and once it hits 500, I will close it and open a new link. But that's a way for you as a consultant to party and get some rewards too. Okay, so let's think back to when we first started. If you're brand new, you're not going to really be able to participate in this. But think back to when you first started Scentsy. A lot of people do really, really well at first, right? So let's think why. Why at the beginning do we do so well, and then things start to maybe fizzle out a little bit, okay? It's because we did a few things when we started. One, we were really, really excited about our business, right? Are you as excited today as you were as excited as you were the day you started? Probably not. Why? Because it's not new, it's not fresh, all of those things, but we have to keep that excitement going, okay? So you announced that you're a consultant, right? You told all of your friends and family, hey, I'm starting this new side gig, new side biz. Wanted to make sure that if you have ever heard about Scentsy, I'm your girl, right? You shared products from the beginning. You started sharing what was available, what were your favorites, all of those things. You asked people, hey, do you want to attend my launch party? Okay. Or you asked, hey, have you ever heard of Scentsy? All the questions that you asked at the beginning of your business. And then last but not least, you partied. You most likely had a launch party in your new business. So all of those things are what we need to be doing every single month. We need to be partying every month. We need to be asking people questions. We need to be sharing consistently the products, the joint opportunity. You announced things that were coming. If you're not consistently doing that now, you're not going to have the success that you had in the very beginning, right? So let's always think that every new month is a new, fresh opportunity to relaunch our biz if it didn't produce what we wanted it to produce the previous month, okay? So take it back to the basics of this business and party for your PRV. Need more PRV? The answer is going to be party. Do you need more recruits? The answer is going to be party. Like I said, Scentsy is a party plan business. That's taking it back to the basics of what Scentsy is all about, okay? So this is how your business is going to grow, doing that over and over again. So it's up to you, like I mentioned, what you do after the party. So the party is the beginning. It's the beginning of your relationship with people, friendship, and it's an opportunity. Customer service is next. Like I said, I always do a one-on-one thank you, and you want to set yourself apart. What makes you different from all the other consultants in the world? Why do people choose you, right? So we want to find out what that is, and we want to improve on that. Building the relationships and taking care of people is super important. That customer service to say, hey, just want to make sure your order got there okay. That's a part of following up. So just make sure that you're not just taking the sale and running from a party. You're not just saying, oh, yay, we got $500 in sales. That's it. No, there's so many opportunities there to follow up and make your business even bigger, okay? So a big thing with parties is how to get parties. How do we get parties if we're in a dry spell and we cannot get parties booked, or we don't have any parties booked? How do we do that? First things first, we ask, right? We talked about that. We ask that one-on-one conversation with people. Hey, are you interested in getting some free Scentsy? Okay. Use incentives for that host to book a party with you. This month I used, and this may be different because I'm in a different region from y'all, but we have the Chasing Rainbows collection coming this month. We got to get those early as consultants. I think y'all have the same opportunity with some of your collections. But I went through and I made cube sets, and anyone who booked a party in April, I sent them a cube of each of the scents in the collection, okay? So I would say one-on-one, hey, well, first I posted on my customer page and just said, hey, who wants a cube of each of these? Everybody wants something free, so a lot of people were like, ooh, me, I want a cube set, I want a cube set. That's when I would message them and say, hey, these cube sets are for my April host. I have, again, April 12th or April 14th available for a party. Do either of those work for you? Okay? And that's how I front loaded my month this month, okay? I gave them an incentive. I also have offered free mini warmers, okay? And how do I do that? I use the perpetual party reward, okay? So yes, I have money coming out of my pocket for a gift for that, but if it's a $500 party or more, it's going to be more than worth what I'm investing in it, okay? If you have extra samples laying around, it could be as simple as that. You could say, hey, who wants a sample in your customer group or on your personal page? I put them in my stories. People are gonna want something free regardless of what it is. Even if it's a little small sample, you could say, okay, when they say, yep, me, you can message them and say, hey, these sample packs are for my April host. Again, these are the dates I have available. Which one works for you? Okay, so give them an incentive to host. Yes, they're getting rewards, but offering that personal special one-on-one can go so far. It doesn't have to be huge, right? I stock up on host exclusive gifts when we have flash sales. So that we had a flash sale last month, was huge. We had wall fans for $5. So I got a few of those, and that's what I'm going to use in the coming months to book a party. Hey, you book a party with me, you get a free wall fan. Again, that's one-on-one communication because it is a personal special, but it's $5 out of my pocket. And again, that potential of what that party could be if I work it and I have a really good host is priceless, okay? So not everyone is going to party. Not all your customers are going to be partiers. So that's something to keep in mind too. I don't ever take a no forever, but I do have customers that I know they're never going to party. They're longtime customers. They just want to buy. They don't want to host. They don't want to deal with it. Okay, got it. But getting no's to a party or asking someone to party means you're working. Okay, you're going to have to go through those no's to get the yes for the party. So if you're wanting to book parties, that's what I would suggest is put something interactive on your customer page, your personal page, your stories about cubes or samples or whatever it is to see if anyone wants it. And when they say yes, which I promise you they will, that's when you can start that conversation with them, okay? Putting out there, hey, I just need hosts for next month. It's very rarely going to work, that from what I have found. And don't call it a party. Some people don't like to hear the word party. I call them online events because all of my parties are Facebook parties. That is what I have found to work for me, okay? But I call them online events. I don't call them parties. So getting no's means that you're working, but parties is where relationships with customers start. Again, that can bloom into long-time customers and future teamies. And that's one of the biggest things about parties once you have them booked is that you're building on them. You're not just saying, yes, I have a party, running the party and being done, but really building on that potential of relationships and potential, okay? So the last thing with parties is to front load and book wide. So we always front load the month before. So for April or going into a month, I always like to have a minimum of 4 parties booked. Again, that's where I use my incentives from other parties. But front loading your month provides you knowing where your PRV is going to come from. But with parties, you always have the chance of them flopping. It happens. For sure, it happens. And that's why we want to book wide. So we want, depending on your PRV goals, you're going to want to book that many parties. So like I said, I go into a month always wanting to have 4 parties booked because my PRV is always 2K minimum. I don't settle for anything less. So I know that I have to at least have, with my customer base, and this is going to be different for everybody else, 4 parties, okay? So if your goal is to get active like it is for this group, then I would suggest 2 parties, right? Because the 200 PRV is the goal, and yes, you can hit that with 1 party. Well, 200 PRV, I should say, since y'all are in the other region. But we always want to be booking wide, so if a party does flop or if a party doesn't do as well as we were expecting, we have other parties to fall back on, right? The last thing I will say about our parties is that this is the bulk of your business, okay? So we have the LTO launches. We have those amazing things that Scentsy provides us every month of those extra sales. That's how I want y'all to see it. Those LTOs are the sprinkles on your cupcakes. That is not what your business should be based off of. We shouldn't go month to month waiting to see what Scentsy's going to provide us. We have an amazing catalog that every single month with so many products, again, so much potential that we can have a good base and foundation with our business to build on. So make sure that the party is the bulk of your business. Planning it out, front loading it, and then those LTOs are where that extra PRV will come from to reach the next level of goals, okay? So yeah, just keep partying. I'll have a goal for you, or leave you with a goal to work towards, and that's to book a party today. So what does that mean? Like I said, you can use incentives. You can reach out to your best customers. Reach out to people who ordered about 3 months ago. That's when I find people are looking for a refill. Hey, Susie Q, I know you're probably due for a refill on your wax. I'd love to get it for you for free. Would you like to host an online event this month? Okay, those kind of conversations where you're making it about them. It's not about who can help you, but as a consultant, we should be looking for who we can help, who we can bless with those rewards. Our rewards with our parties are amazing. They're not matched with other companies. So really offering that to people and giving them that opportunity to get a free warmer, or to get a warmer to gift to someone else, or get their refill for free, right? So my goal, my challenge for you is to book a party today for this month to help you get active. Thank you so much for having me. I hope that was helpful. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. You can post them here, message me, whatever. And I hope that you can take at least one thing from this training and put it into your business. I hope you have a great day, guys. Bye.